Hi everyone, Lisa here. I have another Valentine's Day project for you. Again, it's Valentine's week, so I wanted to come up with some quick and easy projects. I'm going to be using the Be My Valentine stamp set again. I'm just using one of the Everyday Arches dies. This is I finally got these dies and they have been very, very popular. And I am using the two-tone, I believe it's called, it's meant to be, but the two-tone cardstock. And it's called two-tone because see how it's a different color on each side? And I'm going to use this Petunia Pop one, but this one coordinates with the meant to be designer series paper that we're going to use as well. So there's Pool Party, Old Olive, Pretty in Pink. I keep wanting to call it Petal Pink, and then Petunia Pop. And of course, here's the designer series paper. So we're actually going to use this pattern, but we're going to use both sides. So this paper, I want you to know, this is not really a cardstock. It's not heavy. I thought it was like cardstock. Let me see what this is called. Because this is out of the scrapbook brochure. So I really haven't been in, I really haven't shopped out of the scrapbook brochure. But it does call it cardstock. But it's not as heavy as you could tell. So this might be a little bit, I mean, it's still sturdy enough, but it's not like if you need a heavy box or something, this is probably not the paper that you want to use. So what's inside here is these 4 candy bars that you're probably wondering, why did I throw these candy bars in here? So it's just a package of Hershey miniatures, and I did buy the Valentine's ones, so they have the hearts and stuff on them. And I already have the ribbon tied, but it's quick and easy. This is super easy to make. So let's get started with a 4 by 3 1/4. So this is going to be our little, I'm going to cut, does it go 4? I think 4 by 3 1/4. And on this 3 1/4 side, we're going to score at a 1/2 inch and then 2 3/4. So again, it's a 1/2 inch on each side. So if you want, you could do a 1/2 inch, turn it, and do another 1/2 inch. And this is going to be just our little holder. So we're going to fold this like so. And I'm just going to put some seal on just to kind of hold our candy bars in place. Do a strip and maybe a strip. And then I just put my little candy bars in there, and oops, there's a string there, something. And there's our candy bars. So we're going to move that aside, and now we're going to need a piece of 4 by 7 3/4. Let's see how big this is. 7 3/4, and I think I had already cut it at 4. Correct. Grab the right piece. So this one is the long side, so we're going to score it at a 1/2 inch. Make sure I'm in the camera. A 1/2 inch, 1 inch. And with this, again, this is almost like, it's not as heavy as cardstock, so don't go too hard because you might tear it. And then 3 1/4. So it's a 1/2, 1, 3 1/4, 3 3/4, and 6. Okay, so this, So you could choose what side. We did do this on the light side, but I kind of want to do maybe the dark side. So I'm going to burnish all my lines. And I really don't need to use the bone folder since this is not super thick. And then this side where you have the 2 1/2 inch, we're going to add some tear and tape along this top 1/2 inch section. And then let me see how I did that. I did it like that. So take your tear and tape off. I made this a little bit long. Flip that over. And then where it's double fold, you know, fold both 1/2 inch. And then, no, that's not going to work. Fold just your 1/2 inch and then lay it flat, and then it'll line up with the other. And then you have your square there. So, and then now our candy bars are going to slide in there. And look, they're not going to go anywhere. They're not going to go anywhere at all. So let's, our DSP. So you see how easy that was? And so you could make a lot of these for different people. So let me see. We're going to go 1 5/8 by 3 7/8. So 3 7/8 is the length. So we're going to cut that first. 3 7/8. And 1 5/8. So after the 1/2. And then we're using the same pattern, so you can flip it over if you want. And it's still going to be 3 7/8, but now by 2 1/8. Like I told you guys before, when I did my coffee and cards and used this paper, I don't know, I just love this Petunia Pop color. You know, me, I'm a green kind of person. Green, teals, those are my colors. Not so much, well, I mean, I like all colors, but this, I don't know, this Petunia Pop and this paper is just, oh, I put it on the wrong side. Darn it. Okay, this is our top. That was our bottom, and I put the glue on the wrong side. So now we're going to have to cut another piece. But this is going to go right on our top. I'm over here talking and not paying attention to what I'm doing. So let me cut another piece. I'll move that aside. So we still had 3 7/8, right? By 2 1/8. I'm over here saying how pretty this paper is and not paying attention. Okay, so I need to put it on this side. And glue it. There we go. Now I got it right. Move it around. And there it is. I'm going to, that glue squeezed out on my fingers. So now I'm going to be sticky all over. I'll be glued to everything. So my ribbon, I use the silver and white ribbon. Always one of my favorites. And let's put this down, tie it in a bow. So you guys know I like making 3D projects. I know I told you that yesterday too. But I like to go out shopping for stuff and then create my packages. I think a lot of people would maybe prefer me to make cards. I don't know. But my projects, I think, are pretty easy. Sometimes I just make them look like they're hard because I do a bunch of boo-boos because I'm always all over the place. There's our bow. So now we're going to get our little bee stamped. Let me see. Can I punch all of it out on this piece of paper? Probably not. Trying to. So I always like to punch my bee first and then stamp it. And then we're going to use the 2 hearts. Since I have the punch out, we'll punch those out. these are our bee pieces. I was gonna do the wings in Petunia Pop, and then I said, no, we'll make it just like the bee on the designer series paper. That's the one with the glue. So we're gonna stamp our body first in Daffodil Delight. And I always like to stamp on a foam pad, especially for this guy. Oops, see, that glue's on me. I didn't do that very good. One more time, let's try it again. I'm gonna blame it on the glue. There is our bee. Now let's get the memento and do his body. The other day, I was doing some projects and I kept dropping my ink pad on my project. His little face. We're gonna do his little antlers, or antennas, not antlers. I keep calling them antlers. And then we are gonna do the wings and Pool Party, because that's what it looks like on the designer series paper. So let's do our wings and Pool Party. And now we can glue them. Do my little, I'm just trying not to get a whole lot of glue. My glue's coming out pretty heavy today. So we'll put the wings there. We'll put our antennas, not antlers, there. And let's go ahead and add dimensionals to these. Everything's sticking to me because of the glue. So we'll use a big dimensional on this one. We will use a couple of dimensionals on him. Do you guys go out for Valentine's Day? My anniversary is the following week, so we usually don't go out on Valentine's Day. We just go out for our anniversary. And Valentine's is always too busy. Why can't I get the sticky off of that? Or the backing. So we stay home and make a meal here. So we're gonna put our little bee right there. He's gonna be buzzing. Put a heart here. Put the little heart there. And then now we're gonna stamp our sentiment, which I think I could use. This piece will be good for that. I'm gonna use the Happy Valentine's Day. So we usually don't go out. And then I'm gonna shorten this, like I showed you guys the other day, how to shorten your dies. Instead of putting the big one, we made it smaller. So let me get mine. Yeah, cut and emboss. And I just dropped the plates all over, or they fell off. So that was the crash. And we're gonna cut this. So we're gonna cut it close to the edge here. It doesn't matter what's over here because we're gonna shorten it, like I said. Okay. So let me put this back on this side where you could see better. And now we're gonna cut like so. So I kind of feel the die go into the groove. And then we're gonna cut that off. So then now it's a little bit shorter. And it'll fit on our box nicely. All right. And then, see, it's shorter. So we'll put that on with some dimensionals. And I have some of the purple, what do you call them? Purple, they're purple and white, but they're called purple adhesive back sequence. So here's a full pack. This is what I have. So I'm going to add a few of these. Like, oops, I guess it might help if I take them out of the package. Just a half a pack. And we'll put one here, and we'll put a smaller one over here. And then that is our project. Super easy. Look, we're done. Oops, my dimensionals aren't sticking. Maybe I need to add another one under there because I think I stuck them on the ribbon. So the ribbon is moving there. So there's our project. Super easy, right? Well, I hope you guys make some, and I hope you enjoy them. And, you know, if you want to place the order, I'd really appreciate it. And make sure you like my video. I'd appreciate that as well. And if you're on my YouTube and haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate all of it. You guys have a good one. Take care. Bye.